Good afternoon, this is Anthony Mariscal, and today we're going to talk about stakeholder management. So what is stakeholder management? Stakeholder management is a process of managing the expectations and the flow of anyone that has an interest in a project or that will be affected by the project's outputs. It is used to determine the level of engagement to assess and adapt to their participation in the requirement activities. Why is stakeholder management important? Stakeholder management is important because it enables you and your entire team to understand exactly how the people involved in the project from the outside will be affected by it. And by doing so, lessen the risk of not properly communicating with those affected, thus avoiding future issues. Stakeholder management provides resources. Stakeholders are proactive due to their interest in the project. They provide innovative ideas and access to their resources. The reduction of risk. Constant communication with stakeholders ensures a more deliberate risk management strategy. Additionally, since they are usually well versed in their line of work, can assist in the process of identifying risks. Seamless closing. Working with stakeholders throughout the process, they have contributed to the project in such a way that will be easier to hand over. After all, they have participated in the planning and execution of the projects, no matter how little of an involvement. What are the major components of stakeholder management? There are 4 steps to stakeholder management. The first is to identify stakeholders. WALC-A offers that the PM must be the expert in project management, while the stakeholder serves as a technical expert in what needs to be done and how it needs to be done. Stakeholders are sponsors or have an interest or gain will also have a positive or negative influence on project completion. In a project, there will be multiple people with interests such as project manager, customer, resource manager, users, subcontractors, and consultants. Planned stakeholder management is developing appropriate strategies to effectively engage stakeholders throughout the project life. Stakeholder management should take place throughout the life of a project, and by doing so enables the team to provide a clear plan to the stakeholders to maintain their support. It also identifies how the project will impact the stakeholders and develop means to manage expectations. Managed stakeholder engagement is working with stakeholders to meet their needs. Project management knowledge offers that the benefit of managing stakeholder engagement is that it enables project managers to increase the support or reduce the resistance, increasing the likelihood of a project to become successful. And lastly, control stakeholder engagement. It monitors the entire project and relationships through the utilization of different strategies of stakeholder engagement. This may be accomplished in weekly meetings using digital means of showing data, performance, and progress. Additionally, controlling stakeholder engagement provides the team with a commitment throughout the project. What is stakeholder theory? Stakeholder theory suggests that shareholders are merely one of many stakeholders in a company. The stakeholder ecosystem, this theory says it involves anyone invested or involved in or affected by the company, employees, environmentalists, near the company's plants, vendors, government agencies, and more. Freeman, 1984. Posing a capitalistic view, the stakeholder theory suggests that there are more who are affected by the company or project than just shareholders who are affected by the bottom line. How has stakeholder management changed? Project teams have an obligation to involve stakeholders throughout the life of the project. We engage with stakeholders and have devised ways to incorporate them into our plan. The idea of shareholders being the most important figures in the project have given way to others who will enhance the overall effectiveness of the team. As our values change, so does the way we value the many stakeholders. How do organizations perform successful stakeholder management? Organizations perform successful stakeholder management by fully understanding the implementation of a strong stakeholder management plan. Communicating with stakeholders to keep them on board throughout the life of the project is essential towards the end statement of delivering a product. So how do you get stakeholders on your side? Build relationships using interpersonal skills, genuine care and understanding of what is important to stakeholders, and identifying what they need, how they see things, and managing expectations, which builds credibility, trust, and results. What is the best way to deliver bad news to stakeholders? Bad news does not get better with time. And if the bad news is out of the team's capabilities, it should be brought up deliberately. A good team will have identified risk prior to and have a strategy to mitigate them through the planning and control process. If something unforeseen happens, brainstorming as a team and and developing courses of action are necessary to give management options. Thank you.